MWJ, net control for the Western Mass Emergency Net, Berkshire section. Looking for now for any Aries, NTS, or other officials. Aries, NTS, or other officials, please call net control.
This is November 1, Sierra Yankee, November. Rick in Dalton, Massachusetts. Assistant Berkshire County Sky Warning C. Negative traffic this morning. We're on commercial power. Good morning, Ellis, and the rest of the men.
Do any other officials at this time? Okay, let's proceed to general check-ins. Call now. Check-ins, call now. Most the secondary nets on 9-1. Get more participation there, Rick.
Yeah, I doubled just the beginning of you. I was asking if you were looking for chickens or check-ins.
Well, maybe a little of both. Yeah, it's a soggy one. Had 2.13 inches of rain here so far in this storm.
Yeah, we got home early evening last night and got the stuff in the house. Started to rain a little, and I said, well, I'll leave the vehicle, which was covered with junk from the bike, out, let it get washed off some. Went out to put stuff in a little later last night, probably around 9:30 or so. It was, coming down in sheets here, and the wind was quite heavy. And you stand in the garage looking out, you could just see the torrents being blown by. Cleaned the cars pretty well.
Yeah. Well, let me just wrap this up for officials. Do we have any further check-ins for the net before I close?
Here is Kilo Charlie 2, Whiskey Lima Romeo, negative traffic, Pat, Papa Alpha Tango, Niskayuna, New York, battery power.
Kilo Charlie 2, Whiskey Lima Romeo, acknowledged. Thanks for checking in.
Morning.
And do we have any other check-ins at this time? Okay, that's the final call. This is net control, November 1, Mike Whiskey Juliet, for the Western Mass Emergency Net, Berkshire section. Looking for any and all stations who wish to join before we close. Hearing nothing, the Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire section thanks the Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the K1 FFK 224.1 repeater. We'll return the repeater to regular amateur use at the close of the net. I want to thank those who brought traffic, and nobody brought traffic. I just reading script here. I want to thank the two of you for joining me this morning, and any stations that may have stood by while the net was being conducted. The net is now secure. The time is 10:06. This is November 1, Mike Whiskey Juliet, signing clear 7-3. Rick, you still there?
Yes, and when it's land here.
Where'd you take off to for a few days?
We went down to Newport, Rhode Island, just after the storm had passed.
Never been there, so have a chance to check out the little shacks down there.
Well, actually, the first 2 days were kind of brutal. It was cold and the wind was brutal, and we pretty much stayed inside because breakfast and then an afternoon, I don't know, they called it a tea, but they had all kinds of food. Sometimes,
You say
we didn't even go out to eat dinner
Japanese
the
girl.
first night because we ate so much at the place. But we did get a chance yesterday. I mean, the day before yesterday, got up to around 50, and the wind wasn't quite as bad, and we got to nose around a little bit. Very nice down there. The place we stayed at was fabulous, and as was told to us by the person who recommended it, you could hear a pin drop. And, during the middle of the week, that's when they usually go, off-season, middle of the week, and it was just what we needed, peace and quiet. So we were real happy with it.
Kitty eat.
That sounds good. Yeah, someday get out there and